Thank you all for joining us as we dedicate the new System Operations Control Center.
The SOC is located right behind us. It's our brand new building. It's the command center for the entire airline. They are responsible for making sure all airplanes, crew, passengers, bags, and equipment all meet at the right place at the right time at more than 70 airports throughout the nation and the Caribbean, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. This magnificent new facility is rated to withstand 150 mile-an-hour winds and includes a 1,500 horsepower Caterpillar generator that can power the building indefinitely.
This is a clear, prime example where you have the city, the county, and the state all pulling together with the private sector to do what's right for the people of our communities. And it's a wonderful, beautiful, gorgeous day to have the opportunity to celebrate this.
The SOC is truly the heart of our network, and there's no better place for that heart to be right here in our hometown of Orlando. And speaking of growth, I'm really pleased to share some really exciting news. Today, we are announcing our plans to open up a dedicated pilot base right here in Orlando this fall. This base initially will include 100 AirTran Airways pilots operating both our 717s and 737 aircraft.
3, 2, 1, push! Ladies and gentlemen, the new SOC for AirTran Airways.
AirTran is going to play a key role, and this expansion is going to be really important, not just to the operations and the credibility of the airport, but to the entire community. We're really thrilled that AirTran has selected to open this facility here.
It's a win-win for Orlando and for AirTran Airways. We are thrilled that the SOC has come together.
It's a great day for everybody, Orlando, AirTran, Orange County, and Florida, the Sunshine State.
Hi, I'm Jane. I'm on reserve today. I've got an 0700 show, so let's hit the road. Come on. I've worked for AirTran for a year now as a reserve flight attendant. My schedule today, for instance, is 0700 to 1500. So that's when I'm on reserve. That's when I'm on call. We always know how many days we're going to be on reserve, but we never know where we're going, who we're flying with. My thoughts as I begin my first day of 5 on reserve is I'm hoping to get a trip. That's why we fly. That's why we work here, because we love to fly. I may sit for a couple hours, which is fine. Be optimistic. Hope I get a trip today.
A reserve flight attendant is a fully qualified flight attendant. He or she has attended initial training, they've graduated, they've completed their initial operating experience. We need to account for the different variations in weather. We need to account for flight attendants who may become sick. We're mandated by the FAA to have 3 flight attendants. We have to have a minimal crew to operate the aircraft. So without reserves, flights would go cancel, and that's why the reserve program is so important.
Hi, welcome to the crew room. Let's go check in. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Jane. How are you?
I'm fine, and yourself?
Good. Is everything
Okay,
okay?
it's great, thank you. All signed in, ready to go.
All right.
We all know, coming in as reserve flight attendants, that we will sit some of the time.
It's not glamorous. You do a lot of sitting. A lot of people have second jobs.
So we make sure we have things to occupy ourselves. We bring our computers, we bring reading material. Some flight attendants have little projects they work on.
I have my travel business on the side, so I take care of web reservations. I read a lot. I've gotten seven books read already in the 7 months I've been here.
Of course, we have our social network down in the crew room, and that's a tremendous support system down there.
There's a lot of talking that goes on between crew members downstairs. Like I said, they're so diverse. It's such a diverse group that someone always has stories about something. And it's just, we do a lot of laughing.
What I do, I walk up and down the concourse, and I love just taking my bags and I just walk up and down. I get exercise. Everybody knows me. All the people in the shops and Popeyes, everybody knows me.
We have our ear always ready for that PA system calling our name for a trip.
If I could have the following flight attendants to the crew tracking window, please. Susan Ward, Christy Prose, and Jane Steiner to the tracking window, please.
Hi, I'm here. What you got for me?
How are you? Where are the other two ladies?
They're right. Here's Christy. Hi, Christy.
Hey. Good morning, guys. Hey there.
Hey.
I have a trip for you.
Okay.
I have 3 copies here.
Where are we going?
We're going to Denver.
Oh, good. It's a challenge packing for a 5-day reserve assignment. For one thing, we don't know where we're going, so we're not sure what clothes to pack. So what we do is we pack some winter, some summer.
You have to prepare yourself. You just have to be ready for a 4, 5, 6 days, whatever amount of time that you are on a schedule, because they could send you out on a trip for 4 days on your first day of reserve, and then they could extend that and keep extending it.
You have to be flexible. One day, with 1 day's notice, actually with 2 hours notice, you can find out, hey, I'm going on a 4-day trip, and you need to be prepared, and you need to have the flexibility to fulfill those responsibilities.
The flexibility is critical in your lifestyle because we always know how many days we're going to be on reserve, but we never know where we're going, who we're flying with. So it's really important to keep that flexibility and good attitude. I enjoy it. I think it's a blast, you know.
There's light at the end of the tunnel. It's already been, I graduated June 5th, so it'll be coming up on 7 months already. And if you talk to any of the senior people, they'll tell you, just go for 6 months, and after 6 months, before you know it, it'll be a year and a half, and before you know it, you'll get your line, which is what everyone's waiting for.
Reserve is based on seniority, it's based on the number of lines that we have per month, it's based on the number of move-up lines that we have. So a flight attendant can be on reserve for as little as 2 months or as long as 2 years.
Am I looking forward to having an established schedule? Yes, I am. Yes, that will make my life, especially commuting, will make my life a lot different.
Another 6 months or so, I'll get a hard line and leave the reserve life behind me. Okay, we've pre-flighted our aircraft. We're on the 737. The crew's ready to start boarding, and we're heading to Denver. So take care, y'all. Happy flying.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us as we dedicate this pilot and flight attendant base and officially open our second hub right here at General Mitchell International Airport.
Milwaukee has a big advantage of being in the middle part of the country. It's centrally located, so we can fly pairings to the West Coast, we can fly pairings to the East Coast, we can fly pairings into Florida. So it's a very well balanced crew network that we can accommodate up in Milwaukee. We have right now about 100 pilots and flight attendants together assigned to Milwaukee, and we'll grow that over the next year probably to double its size.
We are already far along in the process of adding more than 100 additional jobs to the local economy, and we are poised to continue to grow. The bottom line is this base and a hub will pump millions of dollars into the local community and expand the high caliber service we provide today.
This is part of an exciting time for the airport. This is the front door to business travelers in this region, and I think they found that this is one of the most convenient and effective routes out there. It used to be that we were the most efficient and most convenient in the region. We're now also, because of great leaders like AirTran, one of the most cost-effective.
Well, the advantage for the community is that we'll bring jobs to Milwaukee, we'll help the economy. And I think it's important for AirTran to be a partner in the community. So we have partnered up with Hunger Task Force, with the YMCA, and Habitat for Humanity, just to name a few.
It's exciting for me because I actually live in Atlanta and I can commute and work out here in Milwaukee because I have family in northern Illinois, and I can come visit with them and stay here in the Milwaukee area, and it's a very nice community.
Today, Milwaukeeans have a choice of full-size jets, Wi-Fi, business class, and other features that have made us famous in one of the biggest regions in the country, and that option did not exist yesterday. Today's opening is a realization of AirTran's long-term strategic plan for Milwaukee and another example of a promise we kept to the community.
I'm Cynthia Tinsley Douglas for Inside AirTran, and welcome to Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport, the busiest airport in the entire world. It's also the largest hub for AirTran Airways, which makes it the largest low-cost carrier hub in the entire world. Now, what happens here in Atlanta affects between 65 and 70% of our entire operation. And above me here at Concourse D is where it all happens, at the Atlanta Command Center.
Welcome to the Atlanta Command Center. We're located on D Concourse, and we operate off of ramps 4 and 5, two of the busiest ramps in the world. We work very closely with SOC. We take their lead. They run the airline. We run the Atlanta hub. In the summer, our flight activity is about 225, 230 departures a day. Right now we're around 200, and as we go into the winter months, we'll drop below 200. But on average, maybe 1,400 flights a week. Our job is to set the table for success for everyone down, on the concourses and the ramp to execute. Whether it be recrewing a flight when a crew is running late, whether it be swapping equipment to get an airplane on time, whether it be holding a flight. If we have to hold connections for passenger connections, we can do that on our own up to 10 minutes. Obviously we're a connecting hub, and when flights run late, or if it is to try to get our customers to their destination as quickly as possible.
I'm considered the gatekeeper. What that means is basically I try to alleviate any conflicts of departures and arrivals. I work with my fellow command center specialists to expedite any movement of passengers, to create space and time between these flights so that we can have an effective departure arrival rate and move passengers throughout the system.
Today I'm doing the crew coordinating, so I keep an eye on all the crews that are coming in, make sure they have enough time to connect so we can avoid any delays. If there's a crew that's having a short amount of connect as far as for flight attendants, I call crew scheduling, ask for pre-boarders so we can get the boarding process in motion. And once the original crew arrives, they can hop on and get the flight out on time.
At the pace we move, some of the things we do in an hour span, some airports may not do all day.
When the operation is impacted by weather, is impacted by ground delay programs up to the northeast, it has a lot of ramifications to gate plotting, to tail swapping, so that pace starts to pick up, and then the phones start to ring off the hook, because everybody wants to know, what are we doing about this and what are we doing about that? Well, our objective is to control the operation and to keep it as smooth as possible.
During the summertime, when we have our very horrible thunderstorms and you have 16 flights that diverts everywhere, and when they finally all come back to us at once, figure out what gates you need to put them into and keep it out for the crews and connecting passengers being up here. It's technically like organized chaos because you never know what can happen on a given day.
A lot of times you're pushed with your back up against the wall. All your teammates go hand in hand. We say, hey, roll your sleeves up, roll your ankles up. We're going to get started, we're going to finish, we're going to make it through.
What makes this operation so successful are our crew members, the people. We have 29 crew members here who are highly trained professionals, who work extremely well with each other, who like each other. It's all about them. They work well under stressful situations, and they always have fun, no matter how stressful of a situation.
It's always great to be here in Milwaukee. Today marks an exciting step in our relationship with the Brewers. Brewers One will be in our network throughout the United States, which will bring additional visibility to the team while demonstrating the pride AirTran has for being involved with this great organization.
This is a great partnership, and Bob and you and your staff of great employees have been a great contribution to the city of Milwaukee, and we're very excited to be partners.
We want to give back to the community, and there's no better partner in the Milwaukee community than the YMCA. We thought it would be fun to bring out some of these kids and let you flex your strong muscles. You see the big airplane back there? If you can pull it 20 feet, AirTran Airways is going to donate $50,000 to the YMCA to help run the summer camp. I think the customers of AirTran will love Brewers One. It's great. It's in the retro throwback livery, like the retro uniforms, which are very popular. So I think it's going to be very well received from not only the AirTran customers, but also Brewers fans across the AirTran route map.
I know there's a lot of Brewers fans who are traveling or live in other parts of the country, and I think it'll remind them of Milwaukee and remind them of some great baseball times.
I like the logo on the tail. It kind of brings back some good memories. That was our logo when I played here back in the early 80s. I flew AirTran into Milwaukee, and service was great. It was a non-stop flight. Everything went perfect. It's a great airline.
It's a great day for AirTran Airways, a wonderful day for Milwaukee Brewers and for the YMCA as we launch and put into service Brewers One.
We're about to board this airplane here. It's every stair for himself. Get it up on in there. Yeah! Keep it moving. That's right. You are utterly slow.
Welcome aboard AirTran Airways. I hope you enjoy your flight.
Skip the stampede. AirTran Airways. Assigned seats, business class, and Wi-Fi on every flight.